the 12 best teen movies of all time. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm super excited because we are diving into a topic that I know we all love, teen movies. You know the ones I'm talking about, right? Those films that capture the essence of growing up, navigating friendships, and maybe even falling in love for the first time. Well, get your popcorn ready, because I'm about to take you through best teen movies of all time, movies that you absolutely need to watch if you haven't already. 12 Grease. Director, Randall Kleiser. Cast, Olivia Newton-John, John Travolta, Stock Chin. Best quote, "Okay cats, throw your mittens around your kittens and away we go." Quintessential teen moment. The National Bandstand Dance Contest with choreographed dress hip shaking to the hand jive, followed by some choreographed blue mooning. Yearbook superlative, best theme song. Danny and Sandy meet the summer before senior year, and it's love at first frolic. But when the two are unexpectedly reunited at high school, straight-edge Sandra trying to keep up with the Pink Ladies and greaser Danny trying to keep up his image with the T-Birds, things get a little awkward. Not to mention that Frenchie is a beauty school dropout. Rizzo might be pregnant and Kenicki's ride, Greased Lightning, needs gearing up for the big drag race with rival gang the Scorpions. Can the gang sort things out before graduation? We'll give you one guess. 11. Say Anything. Director, Cameron Crowe. Cast, John Cusack, Ione Skye, John Mahoney. Best quote, "I gave her my heart and she gave me a pen." Quintessential teen moment. There's a reason the boombox on the shoulder scene has become a rom-com staple. Yearbook superlative, most likely to make you enjoy Peter Gabriel for about 4 minutes. Taking the John Hughes template of well-to-do high schoolers engaged in heartfelt romantic entanglements and adding a heavy dash of real-world emotional depth. Say Anything marked the directorial debut of former Rolling Stone journalist Cameron Crowe. Cusack plays one of Teen Moviedom's unlikeliest heroes, Lloyd Dobler, Trenchcoat. Kickboxing-obsessed outsider whose tentative affair with prissy but well-meaning rich girl Diane Court turns into a roller coaster of adolescent angst. 10. Superbad. Director, Greg Motola. Cast, Michael Cera, Jonah Hill, Christopher Mintz-Plasse. Best quote, "You know, I heard they recently decided to add more hops to it." Quintessential teen moment. When the prepubescent, fake ID-carrying McLovin tries to buy alcohol and instead meets a punch to the face and a buddy cop posse. Yearbook superlative, most likely to say bye, and then walk in the same direction as you. Required reading, Weird Science by EC Comics. At its heart, and the funny thing about its heart is that it's located in its crotch. Superbad is the story of two best friends bound for different colleges who make a last-ditch effort to lose their virginity, but end up just sleeping with each other. One final bromantic hurrah and a run-in with chummy cops drag the characters through an over-the-top night out. But the biggest laughs come from the bawdy banter that fills the high school hallways. Above all else, the movie absolutely nails just how awkward teenagers can be. 9. Bring It On. Director, Peyton Reed. Cast, Kirsten Dunst, Eliza Dushku, Jesse Bradford. Best quote, "These are not spirit fingers. These are spirit fingers. And these are gold." Quintessential teen moment. Torrance and Cliff brush their teeth together, refusing to acknowledge it as flirtation. Yearbook superlative, most school spirit. As newly elected captain of the Rancho County Toros cheerleading squad, Torrance takes on a new, rather surly squad member with a cute, quirky brother and harsh drop of knowledge. All of the squad's best cheers have been stolen from the nearby Compton Clovers, a sassy-ass squad led by a very angry Isis.
Must revamp her squad, make things right with the Clovers, and choose between new guy Cliff and her possibly gay, definitely cheating college boyfriend all before nationals. With solid acting, plenty of well-delivered one-liners, and a script that walks a perfect line between poking fun of cheerleading and championing it, Bring It On wins big. 8. Cruel Intentions, 1999. Director, Roger Cumble. Cast, Sarah Michelle Gellar, Ryan Philippe, Reese Witherspoon. Best quote, "I don't want to kiss you there, I want to kiss you here." Quintessential teen moment, the iconic saliva strand when Catherine teaches Cecil how to kiss. Yearbook superlative, most likely to be the prequel to 50 Shades of Grey. Les Liaisons Dangereuses by Pierre Chodelot's Cruel Intentions is the movie your bad influence friend brought to sleepovers in the early aughts. Dark, twisted and very saucy, it follows the lives of sociopathic step-siblings Sebastian, Philippe, and Catherine, Geller, as they bone their way around Manhattan's elite. The duo aren't just sexually awake, they're sex-obsessed, and when they find out self-confessed virgin till true love's kiss Annette, with a spoon, is staying at their aunt's house, they place a bet. If Sebastian takes Annette's virginity, he gets to bed Catherine too. Bit incestuous, but YOLO, right? Unfortunately, Sebastian falls in love with his angelic target and things go a bit awry. Plus, Catherine has bigger fish to fry, destroying the reputation of her ex-boyfriend's innocent new girlfriend Cecil, Selma Blair. And with the likes of teen faves Sean Patrick Thomas, Joshua Jackson, and Tara Reid taking on the bit parts, even the subplots are strong. 7. 10 Things I Hate About You, 1999, director, Gil Junger cast, Heath Ledger, Julia Stiles, Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Best quote, I guess in this society, being male and an asshole makes you worthy of our time. Quintessential teen moment, Patrick prances around singing Can't Take My Eyes Off You to Cat from the stands of the football stadium with the help of the school marching band. Yearbook superlative, most likely to start a ska band. Required reading, The Taming of the Shrew by William Shakespeare. A strict father, a drunken house party, Joseph Gordon-Levitt being adorable, and even Heath Ledger singing Frankie Valli. There's a reason this film made the top 10. Loosely based on The Taming of the Shrew, 10 Things I Hate About You takes a timeless story of a belligerent lady and shoves it firmly into the late 90s. When Cameron, Gordon-Levitt, starts at Padua High, spot the brazen Shakespeare references throughout. He falls for pretty, popular Bianca Stratford, Larissa Olenek, whose dad won't let her date until her older sister Kat does. Kat, Stiles, is having none of it, so the boys pay Patrick Verona, Ledger, to woo her. He does rather too good a job, and Kat gets understandably angry when she finds out he was flirting for cash. Luckily, all is reconciled through the traditional means of poetry readings and electric guitars. Thanks to emotionally sensitive performances from some of Hollywood's teen elite, the cliched characters and unlikely turns of events become convincing and even moving, resulting in a feisty tale of teenage love that's far less saccharine than the sum of its parts. Ashley Arnott. 6. Ferris Bueller's Day Off, 1986, director, John Hughes cast, Matthew Broderick, Alan Ruck, MIA Sarah. Best quote, he's sick. My best friend's sister's boyfriend's brother's girlfriend heard from this guy who knows this kid who's going with the girl who saw Ferris pass out at 31 Flavors last night. I guess it's pretty serious. Quintessential teen moment, Ferris and Cameron send Cameron's dad's 1961 Ferrari 250 GT California Spider convertible through a window and down a hill. Yearbook superlative, most likely to keep reminiscing about high school on Facebook 3 decades later. In early 2014, the house occupied by Cameron Fry in Ferris Bueller's Day Off, a modernist glass box set atop a wooded slope in Highland Park, Illinois, the epicenter of John Hughesiana, was sold for $1.06 million. It was put on the market 5 years earlier for twice as much. What a fitting end. We imagine 40-something Ferris, Broderick, himself today, overvaluing his worth, his glory days in the past. In every teen flick, there are those kids hitting life peaks at 18. They're typically the villains, jocks, cheerleaders, and leg sweepers. But Bueller is the rare self-aware popular kid hero who realizes senior year is as easy as it gets, even for the brainy good guys. And Hughes depicts adolescence as a theme park as much as a source of anxiety. 5. Dazed and Confused, 1993, director, Richard Linklater cast, Matthew McConaughey, Parker Posey. Best quote, all right, all right, all right. Quintessential teen moment, graduating seniors break out the paddles, and, for the girls, an abundance of condiments, in a raucous sequence of hazing. Yearbook superlative, least likely to remember the day before. 2 decades on, director Richard Linklater has become the most impressive American filmmaker working today, singularly devoted to long-form storytelling, Boyhood, the Before movies, and dazzling Hollywood comedies alike, The School of Rock. And still, some would say this one remains his best, a pitch-perfect evocation of a Texas high school graduation day during the bicentennial summer. Several crossroads are met and pondered, to play or not to play football. Does one go joyriding and get high or no? Kind of a no-brainer. And is it finally time to talk sweet to a girl? The deep cast is magnificently relaxed, and Linklater makes it all feel like a lovely, pre-summer lark. Of course, this is also the film that launched the catchphrase of a future reconnaissance, see above, and to watch the actor lean into his chilled-out pose is its own kind of wonderful. Or, Rushmore, 1998, director, Wes Anderson cast, Jason Schwartzman, Bill Murray, best quote, I saved Latin. What did you ever do? Quintessential teen moment, the celebratory dinner, in which we realize that for all his sophistication, Max is still just a kid. Yearbook superlative, most likely to make you question your own lackluster childhood. Enter Max Fisher, Schwartzman, the most intriguing, unusual, multifaceted, and downright lovable hero in the history of teen movies. Obsessed with everything from beekeeping to theatrical production, his take on Serpico is an instant classic. Fisher is so far ahead of your average popcorn flick high schooler that it's little wonder his attentions are fixed on one of his teachers, rather than the usual bubblehead cheerleader. Wes Anderson's second film is still his greatest cinematic statement. There's literally nothing about Rushmore that could be improved. From the performances, Murray also gives a career-best turn as Max's love rival, to the painstaking visual and sonic world, all ornate camera trickery and blaring 60s beat pop, as well as the flawless script, at once hilariously punchy and devastatingly heartfelt. An instant classic on release in 1998, the film has lost not an iota of its unique, idiosyncratic.
Clueless, 1995. Director, Amy Heckerling cast. Alicia Silverstone, Brittany Murphy, best quote, why should I listen to you anyway? You're a virgin who can't drive. Quintessential teen moment. After a pensive shopping trip, Cher's perfectly timed realization about her feelings for Josh in front of the Galleria fountain. Yearbook superlative. Least likely to swoon over a high school boy. As if. It certainly wasn't the first, and on this particular list it's not even the best. Friendships were tested in the timeout office. In a word, whatever, but Clueless is still the classic we all think of when someone says teen movie. And let's be real, Cady Heron's got nothing on Cher Horowitz, or Jane Austen's Emma, for that matter, on whom Cher is based. Our pretty, popular protagonist's seemingly vapid exterior belies her wit and charm, which she uses, admittedly, to get what she wants. But the joy of this film, aside from the outfits, the one-liners, the soundtrack, the supporting cast, we could go on, is watching Cher stumble through her naivete and self-centeredness to emerge a more mature, assured version of herself, and dare we say timeless, even drenched in 90s pop culture. On our list, Mean Girls, 2004, director, Mark Waters cast, Lindsay Lohan, Rachel McAdams, best quote, Gretchen, stop trying to make fetch happen. It's not going to happen. Quintessential teen moment. Through Cady's eyes the school's pupils start acting like wild animals and the cafeteria descends into all-out war. Cady Heron, Lohan, moves back to the States after living in Africa for 12 years. Having been homeschooled all her life, her introduction to public school, with its rules and rituals. Ultimately she's left to choose between her new friends, the Uncle Janice and Damien, and the seemingly all-powerful plastics, lead by Regina George, McAdams. Inspired by Rosalind Wiseman's Queen Bees and Wannabes, a self-help book, which explored school cliques, Tina Fey's script takes real-world issues and layers a surreal universe of Saturday Night Live-tinged humor on top. This is no ordinary high school. But, true to its source, Mean Girls is more than a collection of quotable lines and slapstick moments. It explores the universal teen urge to do anything to be one of the cool kids, the need to seek out a group to which you belong, the anger at being betrayed by your best friend, how we'll make a fool of ourselves to impress someone we like, and the effects of bullying.
What's your favorite? Did I miss any titles that scream must-watch? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more fun content.